Okay, go ahead and open up your gallery. You're welcome to pick a gallery size. I chose the 2732 by 2048. I'll go ahead and shake this down a little bit more so we can see what we're doing. Okay, first thing we're going to do is open up our layers, change our background color to a navy. Then we're going to go ahead and do something here. We're going to pick our brush, calligraphy, monoline. You're going to swipe left on monoline, duplicate the brush, go into the brush, and go all the way down here into properties. I want you to make that brush a little bit bigger. It's in the 20s. Go ahead and make it into the 50s, 60s, 70s, somewhere in there. We just want to brush a monoline, a crisp brush that draws bigger. There we are. We're going to take the brush we just made with the little Procreate symbol on it. That's the brush we're going to be using today. Okay? Okay, let's go ahead and choose white. We'll be using white for our first thing. Now with our magic circles, we're going to be doing that. Let's make one magic circle. Using this in about halfway mark in there. Ready? Magic circle. Okay. One finger, lift the brush up, lift your finger up, makes a great circle. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and use our selections tool. It's the S, selections. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. With automatic add, make sure nothing else is turned on. If something else is turned on, like color fill and it's blue, just click it to turn off. Now this, we're going to tap right in the center. It's going to turn bright blue. Then we're going to tap our big old fat line. Don't tap on the outside of it, just tap the big line. There we are. So we got bright blue and black. If we'd have tapped out here, it'd have been bright blue again. We'd have to go out and go back in it again and fix our mistake, okay? Okay, once we go in and we pick Gaussian blur and all those fun things, hatch marks will show up on here, so it'll be kind of interesting, but for right now, we're right here. Remember, we're working off that PDF from class, so we're on step 6A, B, and now we're on step 7, that's explaining the hash marks. So now we're going to go into Gaussian blur, adjustments, Gaussian blur. We're going to go up, now you can see the fine lines on here. We're going to go up to 16%, so start to the left. 16, 17, sounds good to me. What it does is it isolates that circle so it doesn't go outside that circle box. As much as Gaussian blur blurs out the whole thing, but we want that edge to be nice and crisp. There we go. We're going to keep everything selected. We're not turning this off. We're going to go back into layers, pick a new layer. We're going to pick a nice bright pink. Oh, look at that. I have one queued up. I'm going to draw 3 lines. Our pink's going to be the biggest one. That's a little big. It's about the same size of the circle, so I'm going to go down in this about 15, 14, somewhere %. I'm going to draw 3. 1, 2, 3 lines. Looks good to me. I'm now going to pick a yellow. I like yellow. I'm going to keep the center hue the same. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to pick a nice bright blue, leaving that center hue the same. Make this one a little smaller. We don't need as much blue because the background's that nice blue, remember? Okay, there we are. drew all three of three. We're going to go back into adjustments, Gaussian blur, put that up to about 15% also. Let's go a little bigger. I want mine. What? No, that's about 15%. It looks really good, doesn't it? There you are. You have a bubble. You know something else we can do with this? Sorry about that. I bumped the thing there. Something else we can do. We can change this if we'd like. Do something fun with it. We go back into layer 1 if we want. We can duplicate layer 1. No, let's not do that. Let's do something even more fun. Let's go ahead and add a layer right below layer 2. So we were on layer 1. We hit layer. It popped up a layer under layer 2. Let's go ahead and draw another white circle. We're going to make this a fun bubble here. Let's draw ourselves a nice white circle. There we go. Let's color fill it. Drag and drop. We're going to go back into that layer that we just did. Hit the N. We're going to turn that opacity down. No, what do we want it right there? Okay. Go back into adjustments, back into Gaussian blur. Let's go ahead and blur that out really well. Oh, look at that. It's getting a pretty good size there. I don't think that side's big enough. I got quite the big gap of dark blue there. There's a few things we can do. We can just start back over, hitting our back button, remember? Okay, we can hit our adjustments here and just make it bigger. Something else we can do is just grab an edge, pull it and make it a little bigger, make it a little smaller. Another thing we can do to add visual interest, layer 3, plus add another layer. Let's make this pen even smaller. So we're just adding some really nice visual layers to this. Hold N circle, okay, go into our, there we go, actions, and let's move that. Nice, that's pretty good. We probably don't want it that bright though. Go back into N. Let's put that one down, what, 75%? Yeah? Okay, let's go ahead and Gaussian blur layer 3. Click back on the layer. Adjustments, Gaussian blur. Let's go ahead and make that nice. There we go. That looks good. Let's go ahead and layer 4. Gaussian blur layer 4. Remember, these are just ones we're doing to make it look good, okay? Oh, I like that better. That looks much better. There. We've got ourselves a neat little bubble going on there. You don't even have to have all those if you don't want. And you can re-Gaussian blur if you think something needs to be, see if you don't like how bright it was, or you can turn it all the way bright. Look at that. Turn it down all you want. Add those other layers if you want. That's pretty fun, isn't it? Easy to fix is also. I'm going to keep my nice bright one there and keep those extra layers in there because I think it looks pretty nice. And there we have it. Next lesson, same lesson here we've been working on. We're going to make some planets out of using the same process, okay? And this was class 2A.